So we're all going to try to do the same picture, right? That was the idea? Because we all have the same picture here.
Well, this one, we are painting this one. Okay. I wasn't sure if we're painting that too.
Nah, we'll paint this one. And I'm
Okay.
and since I am such a not great drawer, I am going to do the whole, let's take a little bit of this.
Oh, I'm winging it. I'm winging the whole thing. I'm not pre-sketching anything. I'm just jumping in.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to pre-sketch just a little bit, very lightly. Just
Go for it.
give me an idea of where I want things to be, but I want to make sure that and this is just very lightly pre-sketching. Hopefully there's not going to be much there. Yeah, there he is, very lightly pre-sketched.
So you know what? I have a dirty mat that I use to kind of figure out where I'm going to place this, because this is a little bigger than 5x7. So when I do my fish, I just need to make sure that it's going to be inside that frame, because this is, like I said, bigger than 5x7. So I have to, play.
Yeah. Well, and I'm kind of sketching a little bit here, not really sure. Oh, I didn't notice that was a fin up in his eye. Oh, I didn't see that for what it was.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I'm like, what's wrong with his eye? But he's got a fin in his eye. For her eye. She's got some very.
Its eye.
Huh? You think
its eye?
It's a his eye, huh?
Let's see. I think I have to start a new palette.
Okay. So one of the things that, oh, that's really doesn't look really good there, does it? What did I do here? My front doesn't look very good.
All right, so we're gonna jump in.
Huh? Yeah, we're just jumping in. Oh, look at you. You've got it nicely done. Me, I'm just still working on my jumping in. What colors are you guys going to use? Do you know yet?
Yeah, I picked out Valencia and Ember for the main part of this orange fish, and then part of him that's underwater, or part of that's underwater. I think I'm going to use Dijon, because it's not really white; it's sort of off-whitish.
Yeah, that's what
And then I'm going to try Stream and maybe a little Monsoon for the water. And then I think parts of its fin I still may use. I have Copic W6 Warm Gray. And then for I have Black 100 Copic Black. So let's see what happens. And then I'm going to be probably wiping out stuff. I'm just going to paint the whole background, and then I'm going to start painting the fish in after the background's all in. So that's how I roll.
Well, and I am contemplating painting the fish in first, then doing the background, just because I'm thinking I might use some acrylic ink Payne's Gray in the background to get it really deep, but I'm not sure. So I'm still thinking.
I think I want his background to be a little bit brighter than the reference. And, just for clarification, this is the reference that we're working on. I have it on my iPad.
Yeah, I like your reference.
Yeah. So I found it on the internet. I don't know who it belongs to or whatever. Probably found it on Pinterest or Google, and but I'm just gonna interpret it in my way and see what happens.
Yeah, I think I saw it on Pixabay, so it's It's okay.
Oh, Pixabay. Yeah, I did download some from Pixabay too, so maybe that
Yeah.
one's okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think I saw that on Pixabay. I was looking.
Okay, good.
That's interesting what's happening with it. I love the roundness that's happening and the reflections in the roundness. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
I think that's the real interesting part of this. And as you say, mine's a little bigger than 5x7 too, but we'll roll with it. Okay, so Teresa,
Yeah.
we're all starting.
I just put some ink or alcohol down. I'm going to use T-Rex inks because I am trying them out and I have them in front of me.
Excellent. I've been thinking,
So
I just purchased some and I've been thinking about using them, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I used them for one thing, but I
yeah,
don't.
they're a little bit different.
Yeah, they don't go in a perfect circle as well, in my experience. They don't seem to do that.
They're just a little different. Yeah. Well, I'm starting my background, so I know where you guys are at.
I'm gonna do the opposite.
I'm backgrounding.
Fish. I'm gonna start the fish because I have to be weird. So I'm gonna start my fish here and see what happens with fishy feel. I'm trying to get the watery feel of the fish working. We'll see how it works. The one thing I love about alcohol inks is you can always change your mind later too. You know, it's not necessarily, you don't have to only do one way. It's like, oh, this could work. Oh, that's. And I'm just playing at this point. Not quite sure what I'm playing with, but I'm just playing. Okay, I have a fishy feel. Nice backgrounds. I forgot my paper towels.
What's that?
Huh?
When there's like little dust specks. But I think that I can make it work with kind of, you know, the bubbles and stuff, make some like little.
Well, that would make sense. That you could make it work with some bubbles.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some color variation in here. Not sure how I'm succeeding. I think I'm going to need.
So we decided to do fish underwater on Nara paper because it's their what is it called? Something of the month, challenge of the month or whatever.
Oh, it is? Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that was our thought, but just for something for fun, you know, try something different. Was right, Vera?
Yes. I think my inks are starting to get chalky in spots, probably because it's kind of windy out, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without my respirator. I have my fan in my ventilation box, and it's blowing the inks back at me, and I'm kind of smelling it now, and I'm a little worried.
Oh.
Yeah, like my inks are starting to get chalky over here. So can you see that? If I hold this up, can you see like over here?
Yeah.
How it's like a little chalky. And I'm looking at the humidity in here. It's only 36%. I have one of these neat little hygrometers. Have you seen these things? It tells you the temperature inside, but it also
Wow, I
tells
need one
you
of those. Where did
it's
you get it?
great. Amazon. I think it was like under 10 bucks.
Wow.
So it's a smiley face and it's saying 36%, which is fine. It's very low humidity. I think once you get over like 80, that's when it's really difficult to work with inks, but it shouldn't be getting this chalky.
I find that if you have a lot of wind or trying to dry it in some way, it gets chalkier faster, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm dealing with right now is this ventilation box.
Yeah,
It's kind of blowing in.
right. So it's drying it artificially, and especially if you use a lot of alcohol, not blending solution, it tends, in my experience, to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But if I use blending solution and I want to lift, it gets too
It gets
sticky.
sticky. Right, I know. So it is a
That's-
little bit challenging.
Yep.
So I'm trying to figure out what colors I actually want to use for the water. I had picked out denim, but I'm not real 100% on denim.
I have monsoon here, which is similar to denim.
Yeah, I was just gonna look for my monsoon. Yeah, or cloudy blue even. I'm not sure. What color did you use, Teresa? Yours looks black. Did you use black?
It is. I used the T-Rex Space Black and New Bula. See that?
No.
New Nebula.
Oh, Nebula. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
trying.
didn't shake it, and it says to shake well before using, and I didn't do that. Oh well. It's really thick.
Yeah, I do a lot of that kind of stuff. I'm just going in with, I'm going to try some of this monsoon, but I feel like I need to put some, I hate to say brown in it, but I'm not sure. I feel like I'm seeing something in this. Oh, well, I'm just going for it.
I want to see if this does anything.
What is this? Oh, the spray? I need to put another, maybe that's where I want to put the terracotta. I have this thought that I need terracotta in places. And I always make this messy mess, but that's okay. I can always clean it up later, right? The one thing I love about alcohol inks is they are just so forgiving. No matter what you do, you can kind of, there's solutions. You know, if I get too much something happening in my water here, I do have solutions. I'm thinking a lot. Okay, where's my monsoon? One more monsoon here. I'm also I love just going directly from my bottle. I'm a bottle. Just take the bottle and smear it all around.
Let's try another background. I'm gonna take this down. I think I don't know if this is gonna work out for me today, ladies. This wind is a little bit much.
Well, that is a challenge. The good news is I have a air purifier going in here. And my room is, thank God, so big that I really don't have that much of an issue with, there's plenty of room here.
Yeah, I have a tiny studio.
Yeah. So I like the bigness of my room. I'm
Yeah,
kind of, but I'm about to turn my thing on. I forgot to turn it on. Oh, here. Air filters, here we come.
Yeah, no, mine's on too. It's warm enough. I don't have to put my space heater on.
Yeah. So
So,
you're in Montana. What time is it there?
it's a little after 12.
Oh, okay. So see us, it's like 2:30 or so here.
So it's 2 hours difference.
Oh, is it all? Why did I think? So I guess, yeah, Central, you're on Mountain Time, right?
Right.
One of the things that's interesting with Nara paper is so slick that it doesn't hold quite the way that like Yupo does. And it gets, to me, it gets whiter faster. Does that make sense? It's like,
What am I doing here?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What am I doing here?
yeah, I'm kind of starting over.
That's okay. You got it.
That other background is not working out, and I don't know if this one is going to work out either, but
Well, and I'm probably going to work on stamping on my background. Oh,
I was just going to use a couple colors, Vera, and now I'm got like 10 in front of me.
is that how it always goes?
Yeah.
I mean, I pilled out the colors that I'm pretty sure I'm going to use, but you know what? Like, things can change, and I could pull out, like, 5 more colors as we go along.
Yeah, I've already pulled out the monsoon, and I'm
But
working.
my inks are acting really weird.
Is it the Trex, you think, or?
I don't know. Or the paper. I'm not sure. It's just really odd.
So what I'm noticing with Nara is that it's like more slippery.
Yeah.
So they actually don't creep as well. Does that make sense? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm used to them creeping, but it's so slippery that they can't get enough purchase to creep or something, you know? So I'm going to try something different here myself. I'm going to add a little bit of alcohol to a sponge, and because I want to soften, because I can't seem to get this all kind of softened. So the background, and I'm looking for a kind of a soft look, watery look, and I'm working on.
Yeah, I'm for a watery look too, and I don't think it's really happening here.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing this silly, trying to do it with extra alcohol. Let's see that. Oh, are you blowing now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to dry the last few spots that are wet. I don't know, it looks more like a vortex than a koi pond.
Well, but you can always pull back out, right?
Yeah,
So I'm thinking that I can always pull back out, but I'm still ending up really challenged right by the, very weird. I am not one that's really one for doing backgrounds first. So maybe I should have on this one done the background first. Well, I have layer one. Maybe that's how I have to look at it, layer one. What happens if I put a layer two and a layer three and a layer, yeah. So I'm going to add more colors. Way of doing things. Let's add some more.
I don't know if you saw what I just did. I laid my my mat for the 5x7 over my art, and I just started taking my Fantastics, and I just like loosely sketched in where the fish is going to be.
Uh-huh.
And then so I know that I won't be cutting any of him off. I might go back the background a little more because I don't know if I'm loving how it's looking, but I don't know. That's the thing with alcohol inks. You can change your mind, right?
Right. When in doubt, no, you can change your mind.
Yep. So yeah, so I'm just sketching this bad boy in. Now I'm wondering if he could be a little bigger. Probably.
I'm still working on my background, and I may end up doing my final work of using the black. Deciding that I want to use black. Okay. Okay, so this is going to come. Fantastic. That's a great idea. Grab me a fantastic.
Really trying not to get too caught up in the details on this.
Really. Yours has got some beautiful colors in it. I didn't.
But the T-Rex colors are pretty intense. They really are.
Right.
All right, so I started over sort of a little bit with the background, and now I love how it looks, but it's going to dry how it dries. So
Right. That's always the challenge. How is it going to dry? So now that I've got my background in, I need a lot more work on my fishy. I can see that. And my next process, pistachio.
try this again.
Mhm.
This is not working out for me today, ladies.
Neither's mine. You know what? We have to show people how sometimes it just doesn't work. I think that's always a good thing to do. And also just adjusting what we're doing. I mean, maybe, maybe changing our mind about things. I need
It
a,
might be really chalky and like really not good. It's just, it's not good. It's,
wind
the
doesn't work.
not- the weather's not in my favor today.
Well, mine doesn't seem to be working that fabulously either, but that's okay. One of the other things I have to remember is I keep on judging the beginning of this painting and not remembering that it's going to go through a lot of ugly stages.
Yeah, but when you can't even get the background to look good, I mean, like, look at this background. It looks terrible. It's
Right,
it's
but
just
yeah, I see your background issue, and
not working.
yeah, I did something different and try. Okay, so try taking, do you have one of those stampers? Do you have one of these little round felt, not felt, but things?
I have this one for felt.
Well, you could just wet a felt with alcohol and stamp over the whole thing really quickly and see if it settles out.
Yeah, that usually leaves a lot of dust though.
Well, that's why I use the, you can take a piece of tape and clean your felt before you use it.
I have a makeup sponge.
That would work, a makeup sponge, but clean the sponge with tape before you use it.
Oh, this is old. It's like shredding in my hand. All right.
Well,
forget
that's
that.
not good. That's not a good idea. But
All right. Got here.
just something to or mist the whole thing. Absolutely, just take your mister and mist the whole thing so it all softens up.
Yeah, I have packing tape here, and I'm just like dabbing
Yeah, that might work.
on the packing tape. But now it's like hairier. It's
No,
hairy.
yeah, felt's not good. I don't like felts. I've done it with paper towels. Take
Let's
a
see.
paper towel and put it in a little bowl. Yeah, spritz the whole thing and soften it.
I gotta see what you're doing.
And now, like, I'm dragging dust through it.
Well, I think that's looking like water, Vera.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's looking
how
like,
it's problem.
huh? You just have to stop working it while it's still really wet so it settles out.
Yeah.
That, and then you're gonna pull out the lights, so you're probably okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of dust on here now.
Take your
But
spray
again,
thing and see if it'll spray off. Take your air.
I can't dare.
Yeah, see if it'll spray does any of the stuff go off?
Well, it's still wet, so it's not spraying off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Now the background looks like really chalky.
I think that's the too much in the too much alcohol.
It's too windy, ladies. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I can't work like this.
Okay.
So I'm, if I continue, I have to wear my respirator because the fumes are just gonna start getting to me, and I know myself, and I can't paint like this.
Okay.
This
No
is so frustrating.
problems. Mine's not working that well either, but I'm just keeping on working on it. Teresa,
Vera, put your respirator on. It's fine. Just keep going and just put your respirator on.
right.
Yeah, I just went to grab it. I have it here. I actually might go back to this one a little because the ink is a little bit richer on it. Like, look at how chalky the one on the right looks
Yeah.
compared to the one on the left.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
yeah, it's just, there's something going on with that air blowing in. And I mean, I see a lot of clouds outside. It's mostly, I mean, there's a little bit of sun peeking through, but I'm hearing on the respirator, so you're probably not gonna hear me anymore.
That's okay. You do what you need to do.
I don't know if you're gonna see what I'm doing either, though. All right, here I go. Bye.
okay, bye.
Did you see me? Hi.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Um,
Wow. Yeah, isn't it weird? This is just, it came on really thick. It's really strange.
yeah. That's the black.
Yeah. But anyway, the fish, I'm kind of liking how he's turning out.
Yeah, I really like your fish.
I always jump around.
Yeah. Well, I do. I really think your fish is quite lovely. My guy here is a little challenged, but you know, it's just figuring all of this out. It's never easy. I wonder if people realize how many times sometimes I do something to try to do a film of it because I've got to really figure it out first.
Yeah.
I very rarely do it on the first spot, you know, the first time. And I think most people think that we get it on our first times, and we don't.
It does take practice.
Funny, I'm looking at this and thinking how much easier it would be in watercolor. Because I could just
Oh,
base,
yeah.
you know. I'm working on it though. So
All right, I sort of redid the background a little. Let's see what happens. It's like dripping wet, but we'll see how that dries. I'm putting
cool.
the respirator.
Put your respirator back on.
It's on. Hi.
Good.
The dollar store changed their makeup sponges and it's super irritating.
They don't work as well.
No, they're like super, they aren't as dense.
Uh-huh. I hate when things like that happen.
I know, me too. And I was like obsessed with them. I used them all the time. All right, let's go back to the fish. Never painted a koi before.
Neither do I, and I've got this way weirdly messed up in his front. As I look at the picture, I'm like, what are you doing, Terry? Ah,
The last tiny koi pond that I painted, I asked my friend if I could paint the koi fish she took photos of at Brooklyn Botanical. And she said, sure, please. So I painted it. And then, I shared it like I always do on Facebook or Instagram or both, whatever it was. And I thanked her for her reference photo. And about a minute later, she says, mine. And I'm like, yeah, that was from your photo. She's like, no, the
it's
painting, mine, sold. I want it. And I was like, oh, I misunderstood. So what she said was that koi fish remind her of her dad. Aw. So
Oh,
she wanted to buy it, like, to honor her dad, I guess. So that was really sweet.
That's pretty cool. I have a trout coming out of water that's got all these, my son took the photo and it's sitting here on my plan to do.
uh-huh.
I haven't done it yet. The water can be a little bit harder because, if you really want it to look good, it's gotta, yeah.
Very challenging. And I'm still unsure of my interpretation here. I got way too much color in one place and not enough color in the other. So gotta change some of my coloring around here. Get some more of the,
Okay, so what I did was I put this in front of the space heater, which is behind me, instead of like in the ventilation box, and I think it looks good. So now I can continue with the koi fish part. Yay.
hey,
Okay. I mean, you may not necessarily see me working on the whole thing because I'll be kind of silent with the respirator on, but I'll pop up every now and then and take it off and say, this is where. Okay. Plugging up again. Bye.
bye. Thank you for the report, Vera.
Okay. Or maybe I'll just talk like this the whole time.
Yeah, that would be fun. Vera
Leave it at-
reporting in from Mars.
So weird.
Yeah, I'm so focused on trying to get this to work that it's not really, not really working how I want it. But then again, life never does. I don't know why I think that one of these days is going to just be perfect, work perfectly, because it never does.
No, that's for sure.
So do you
Almost like,
full time in Montana?
pardon me?
You live full time in Montana?
Yeah, I grew up here.
Oh, cool.
We haven't lived here. We lived in Denver and a small town in Kansas for a while, but we've been back here for over 20 years. So yeah, no, I grew up here, so it's home. Full time.
Ah,
And I've always lived on Long Island. Did you get that?
you've
I
always
did, we
lived
did.
on Long Island?
Always lived on Long Island. Never moved.
Ah, not me. I've lived everywhere.
I've never been to Long Island one of these days.
I have sailed past it.
Been to New York City, but
Yeah,
long time ago. Okay, since it's not right here.
I know what I can use. I have one of those Everblend markers. Let's take some lights out with that. That might work better. Okay. And this one has a little something. Mm. See, nobody else talked to themselves like I do.
Oh, I talk to myself all the time.
You just try not to do it when you're on film, huh?
Well, yeah, and when I do videos and I have to edit them, I edit a lot of me going, oh, dang it, Teresa, I yell at myself. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You should leave that in.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, I have not got these. I have not got my fish looking like I want them to look.
I don't like my background at all. I'm gonna have to do something with it. Must be a background issue day.
Yeah, mine's not fabulous either. Where is one?
So what's weather like where you guys are at? Nice or?
It's absolutely gorgeous today. It's probably 72 degrees and it's sunny out, and of course it's been pretty schizoid this year too.
Yeah, I know we've had some definite Mother Nature on Prozac days.
Yeah, it's kind of like, really? You really want to do that? And
I think
then,
we're sorry.
are you finally beyond it, maybe?
I think we're finally beyond the snow, at least down here in the mountains. Probably will get some more, but yeah, no, it's supposed to rain this weekend, which is fine. We're in a drought, so we use all the rain we can get.
Yeah, we have been in a drought. It's gotten a little better recently. We were on a burn ban for a while because they were having fires actually in the Smoky Mountain National Park, because
Yeah,
I live pretty close to the park, and like right next to it. So it's a little, sometimes there's a lot of wilderness around here, which is nice.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
wilderness. I'm happy about lots of wilderness. I'm less happy about forest fires, but I imagine you feel the same way.
Oh yeah, no, the fires are be devastating.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had some not good fires here.
Yeah, we have a couple seasons. We have winter and fire season here.
Good.
Ah. Yeah, I have one of my neighbors spent last year. He decided to go out there as a fire jumper or something crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know, and then he's like, why did I do that? Because he said it was really scary. He said-
Yeah, I bet.
He said, that's really scary. You know, you think it's really romantic and it's not.
No, it's not. So I wonder if I'll get addicted to painting fish after this, Vera.
Sorry, not sorry.
Well, I've been trying to do the trout too. I don't have any decent pictures of trout. I need to, because we have a lot of trout here too.
Yeah.
But then I do a lot of tropical fish for the gallery because in St. Thomas, because they have a lot of tropical fish there. So
And that makes sense.
I try to do that a lot, but the octopuses are the big sellers.
Hmm.
They love their octopuses down there.
Believe it or not, they love the octopuses here too.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just all of those legs going all over Hell's Creation.
Yeah.
I got a few pictures from when I was diving, and my friend dives all the time. She dives with the sharks and the octopuses. So she keeps
Awesome.
sending me pictures. But
They're a little too snake-like for my taste.
no, the ones that are
fan.
too snake-like are the, what do they call not the squid, the eels. Ugh. Do not like eels.
Eels are delicious.
Yeah, they do taste good at times, but I'm not a big eel fan, actually. I just hate seeing them. They just seem, I don't know, slimy. I don't know what they are. They don't seem like there's something I love meeting when I'm down there, you know? Okay, little dude. I don't think this is really working perfectly. You're just going to be what you are going to be. What is that doing? It's got a little, yes, I don't know what that is. It's got a little hairy thing coming down. Mine still doesn't look very good. I love all your colors, Teresa. You're much more dramatic than mine. Maybe
Dramatic.
I need more drama in mine. My colors are, the reds are really good, but the rest of the colors are just kind of, need some. Of course, you're using those Treks, which you say are much.
Yeah, they're pretty vibrant. They're kind of neonish. The orange, that orange and that yellow is pretty. I really like their blue. Their blue is beautiful, and the greens are pretty. Have you tried the Nara inks yet? Has anybody?
I haven't. I've only tried, I've got the Trexes. I think I got really turned off on keeping on trying all of the inks because I started long ago, and we had all sorts of weird inks that came out that were pretty useless.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I've kind of done the same thing, like the artsy ones and the marabou. I did not like
Right,
those.
and the Pixis, oh, the Pixis are nothing but like 4 colors, and they just get lighter or darker. I mean, there's just nothing to them that
Yeah,
I haven't been able to really, the Pixis were never anything that worked for me. And there was another one. What was it? Something, oh no, that was the Art C that you were talking about, but I have another one here. Then I went and sent for the Kelty inks thinking that they were really going to be non-toxic. They're not non-toxic. They're just made with acetone instead of alcohol.
huh.
So, I mean, acetone is just as toxic as alcohol.
Yeah, I didn't, it was too expensive to get them.
Yeah,
I just have so much. I have so much of all the other colors. I don't know.
yeah, I made the mistake of
I don't know.
getting them.
Did you guys hear me say in the tree paints along that I was trying not to buy
Yeah,
unnecessary supplies? Yeah, so that's why, like, I personally have just been sticking with mostly Ranger inks for now. Because I mean, how many colors could I possibly have? It's just, it gets to be too much.
Yeah, I agree.
well, I love the pinatas for certain colors, and I love the pinatas if I'm trying to go really deep in color, because the pinatas are really nicely pigmented. But after saying that, I probably use Ranger 4 times as much as I use pinatas, because they're just what I have, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to go darker here with this little.
So I'm having book club at my house tonight. So after this, I get to go upstairs and clean.
Yeah,
How exciting is that?
not exciting. I know I'm having, one of my neighbors is coming back after being away for a while. And I made the mistake of telling them that they could, instead of getting a hotel, they could sleep at my house for the first night. And I realized, oh, that means I have to clean my house.
Yeah.
Why does that happen? How come that happens? Okay, so what's working and what's not working? My eye is definitely not working. Something terribly incorrect. Yeah. Back to me.
That's a good question to ask yourself. What's working and what's not?
Yeah, it's what I ask a lot.
Yeah. Where do I go from here?
Right.
I think sometimes, like, I don't know, it's good to just kind of think about it for a little while and not just like, I don't know. I just see a lot of people like they'll share something right away and then, then you look at it some more and you're like, oh no, I need to fix this and I need to do that. And yeah,
Right.
sometimes it's better to just kind of sit on it for a minute.
I still have a not, something's not working. Maybe if I get this eye right, it'll be better. Where am I?
Yeah, it's quiet without Vera talking.
Yeah, really. Look at that. How very.
I know.
We're gonna cause her to talk now.
I'm
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Sorry.
I know. We know you're there. We were just teasing you.
I know. I'm usually very noisy.
Well, it is the perils of the. Having to use a respirator.
Yeah.
I'm fine unless if my air generator turns green, then I know I have to do something. And if it turns orange, then I know it's like, oh, get out of here time. Because it has its own colors. I have once upon a time thought I could quickly get away with a little bit of Camar on something really quick by the window. And it was like a 5 alarm of fire here. My thing starts pulsing and turning red and making all sorts of noise. I'm like, wow, guess that's not a good thing to do. Okay, I need my very fine one. You're doing a good job with your water there, Teresa. I'm liking it. You're pulling out a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of stuff, but it's working.
Well, it's the background was whatever this ink just dried really weird. I don't want to get I don't want to paint every one of these little reflective things, but I want it to look realistic
Right.
a little bit anyway. All right, well, back to the fish for a little while.
Yeah. I need a black Sharpie fine pen. Oh, teeny. This looks better.
So this is where we add music where nobody's talking.
Right, yeah, yeah. We try. See how it works. Okay, now I don't really like this at all. Mine almost got chalky too. I don't like the. don't like the water around my fish. I haven't gotten to the reflections because I really don't like the water. I don't like the eye, so I'm gonna get a little better in this eye thing.
If you get the eye, I think the rest goes a lot easier.
Working on the eye now still.
I do like that we have more options of paper now
Yes,
than in the beginning. I like that.
I really like, I'm still, I mean, I know we're supposed to be nice to Nara, but I really like graphics.
Yeah, no, I like graphics too.
I mean,
But actually, I think my favorite surface to work on is a canvas.
I haven't done that much canvas. I really probably need to do some.
I still haven't tried Canvas yet. Still have not used it.
It's totally different. You know, the inks don't move as much as they do like on here. But it's I don't know. I find I can control it better.
Yeah,
And being a control freak, that's important stuff.
I'm a control freak too, but I feel like I need to lift colors a lot too. So I don't know if that'll really work for me because I'm very into applying ink and then lifting it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. You just can't get necessarily back to white. I mean, I think I spend on an average painting most of my time taking the ink off than I do, putting it on.
Oh yeah, I take more time taking it off than putting it on for sure.
I have to decide what I'm doing with this.
It's going to be all such a surprise to me when I look up and see your paintings.
It's going to be a surprise to us too. We're not sure what they think. What do I do here? Oh, I see what I didn't see. Yeah, this actually goes a little more like that. I can see it on your painting. I can't see it on mine. What this? Is that Vera we keep on hearing with the buzz? Must
Do you
be.
hear?
We keep on hearing a buzz. think it must be Vera.
Does?
Yeah, every once in a while I hear a bzzz.
Oh, yeah, that's me and my vibrator. Sorry. That was a joke.
That's how you get that to work so well. It's that vibrator of yours.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that's it. Okay, I still need more. I think you were right with Dijon. I think I'm lacking in Dijon. Or my some fishy color here. Dijon this a little bit. Ooh, made it too green. Oh well.
It's one of my least favorite colors. I can never get it to look good.
Yeah, it went real green on me. Not sure if I hate it, but I do. I think I do. I wanted it to go a little yellowy or green because of I was thinking, you know, it'll pop the red. But that did not do what I wanted it to do. So now I'm back to sandal. Peach Bellini, maybe. Don't like what happened. My God, yeah. Weird. See how weird this could be.
It's weird. It's like, what is happening? It's like it's lifting off, flaking off.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not happy with whatever this little thing is here, but continue to work.
Well, I'm gonna have to go for it. It's like I can't put color there for some reason.
Where? Right? Yeah.
Like right here, it's lifting off and kind of flaking off actually.
Huh.
Yeah, that's strange. It might be just the inks with reacting to the paper or something. I don't know. But it actually kind of makes it look like scales.
Yeah,
So I guess there's a plus side.
there is a plus side to it. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here either. I think part of it is I don't know how the fish is constructed. I'm not a koi, and at least the picture that I pulled down was such a low DPI that it didn't really give me a lot of information.
Yeah.
It was not a. Okay, so now I'm going to have to decide if I'm okay with the fish.
Please fasten your seatbelt. The captain has turned on the seat. That's what it sounded like. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. Please fasten your seatbelt. The captain has turned on.
Son of a gun. Oh, I must have said a bad word.
Almost. I keep on saying okay, well, I am about to give up on this and try to figure out what I want to do with the water, because I'm not, I don't like the water down here. Hmm. Okay, so water. Hmm. Now I guess I could start with this.
I'm gonna have to look.
Here.
I'm still here.
Hi. I'm still here.
That's lovely. I'm looking at yours now, Vera.
You
Yours is
like it?
nice, yeah.
It's getting there. I think I need some more darks down here.
There's supposedly an ability to clean up to white. This is not making me a happy camper.
And I'm having trouble with getting back to pure white too, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a very old, I mean, I bought the Nara paper about a year or two ago. And I found that out with Yupo too. The longer you keep Yupo, the harder it is to get it to come back to white. I don't know why, but I don't know what it does to itself that happens. But
Depends on the color.
yeah, well, this is mostly monsoon that I'm having the issue with. But it also might be my Artesia Everblend art marker is getting doesn't have.
Oh, I haven't tried this blue yet.
What blue is that?
It's called Eon Blue.
Ah,
So it's gonna get tried. My hands, I think I paint with my hands. I should wear gloves. I'm terrible.
I never wear gloves. I can't do it. I don't know why.
Gloves. I don't like seeing fingers.
So I was hysterical the other day. We were watching. I was on the Art Marketing Masters, and Katie was doing something with her hands, and she raised up her hands to be expressive, and on the back of both of her pads were ink stains. And I said, I look just like that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those ink stains. Okay.
Yeah, I've had people ask if like a red stain, are you bleeding? I'm like, no.
Right, yeah. What's the issue here? Ah,
This combination of the T-Rex or Trex or whatever it's called and Nara paper is going to take some practice because it's definitely doing different things.
yeah. Well, and I'm not, as I said, I'm very used to graphics, and I'm not used to the Nara. So some of my problems could be Nara. It could be just the paper that I don't know about. How I just am not familiar with it. But I am, the other thing is this does not need to be a masterpiece.
This is true.
I mean, I don't know why I think every painting, and it's amazing because the ones that I'll say, oh, I don't want to sell that. Ew, that's not my favorite one. The next thing I know, somebody will be going, oh, I love that. Can I buy it? So it's always a little bit of a challenge to realize. Did I hear Vera in there?
You did. I said that happens to me too. Like I'll just be like, oh, this is not my favorite, and then it'll sell, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Really? Yeah, really.
And then my favorites don't sell.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what happens all the time with mine.
Like, I love this one. Nobody else does.
Yeah,
That's right.
okay, well, I've got to go back to this guy, get his white out here.
Need a yellow.
And I end up going back to a micro thing if this doesn't start cleaning out. Do these guys have whiskers or something? Or is that catfish?
Well, these little things.
Go out, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to round on this.
Where'd that go?
Well, I think I'm working this one to death.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing with mine. I'm thinking that I might try to figure out something on something down here. I don't really like what happened there, but I'm not sure what I want to do. It just, I've got too much motion or something. Back to that too much. I want more of a loose color down here. Ooh.
Be right back, ladies. I took my respirator off. I need to blow my nose. My nose tends to run within the respirator sometimes, so I'll be right
Really?
back.
Okay. TMI. Now I've got too much around him. Now I need this guy, I think. Okay.
That helped. Isn't it funny how you just do one little thing and you're like, oh, that
Yeah,
helped a lot.
that helped a lot.
Okay, ladies, I'm back, and I'm just trying to figure out where I need to fix stuff. If I think these little water line things need to be softened a little.
Oh, crap. Bless America. Sorry.
Well, you can always soften them, or you can make them bolder. Me, I go for bolder. There's my map. I need to look at it in the map. Okay. Well, the good news is that most of the part that I don't like down here disappears if I put it up like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of water like ripples. I think the ones that I'm playing with on the top are probably gonna disappear under a mat or something. So I'm
Right,
like,
well, that's what, I had a real difficult time with this corner down here. I didn't like it. And then so I can bring this over and I like that much better.
Yeah, your ripples are really good.
Thank you. Your ripples are nice too. The black, I like the black better than my blue on yours. It looks more of the realistic of what it was. So you're going square? Is that square or 5 by 7?
No, this is, I don't know what size it is.
No,
I
no,
put on
I was
nine-
talking to Vera. She put a
Oh.
number on it and it looked like it was a square one.
I
mine's
just
not,
spelled my-
mine's 5 by 7.
Oh, okay.
Holy living mess.
Yeah, yours like, it looks like it would be a really good 9 by 6. Well, I don't know. Do you do 8 by 10s or 9 by 6s?
Me?
Yeah,
I usually do 8 by 10s.
yeah. See, I'm
Let me
not
find
an
out.
8 by 10 freak, but
I don't know. I just do whatever I have.
well, what always happens to me with the 8 by 10s is I don't like the that doesn't,
It loses most everything.
huh?
It loses. This is an 8 by 10.
I can't do an 8 by 10. Well, maybe it's a 12 by something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it right off to the edge there, his tail.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be a square 12 by 12, but I don't know. Because what happened with me is I needed something. I think I still need to figure out something to do with this, with its nose here. Not happy.
Okay, I'm gonna make noise and splatter.
Okay. That sounds good. I'm going to
Teresa.
add a little bit of texture to my nosy thing here.
I can't hear you.
I splattered on an oil painting.
Oh no.
Oh my God, I had everywhere, all over my face, my
Oh my-
glasses. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I am a splatter. I love the splatter. Because it just says, oh, you are in the water. Good idea. Splatter worked. I still have to get this white. Can't get right by its eye. Won't come out white enough. I want this to be a little. Can't seem to get it working perfectly. Never will. They don't work perfectly, right? Oh,
And I
no.
think I'm gonna try this on the black.
Gonna try it on the black.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow,
The
or
thing
if I get my,
you have to use so much white for it to be on the black.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that didn't work. Where's mine?
Well, I was thinking it would be really cool on the black to use like the snow cap and kind of blow it to make it look like the water ripples. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that might really, or to use something like, what's the silver not the mixative, the other one.
Alloy.
The alloy. That could work well.
You know, and I think my paper is an 11 by 14.
Ah. Well, that'll make a good piece.
Sure.
Well, and
But
11 by 14 is what, a 16 by 20?
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good size
Yeah.
for sale. You know?
A lot of times for these, I'll mount them
Yeah.
and put resin on it.
I don't know, ladies. I don't know. What are we thinking?
I think it's very cute. I would put it, yeah, down a little farther. Or the fish looks small for the 5 by 7.
Yeah.
What if you do it in a 4 by 6?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe, let me see. I have one over here.
Yeah, I think the fish just looks a little small.
And of course, I lose a lot more of my ripples.
Yes, but the ripples that you lose are the ones that to me I thought were somewhat distracting.
Yeah, you might be right.
Bring it over, bring the tail closer to the edge. So no, the other way, other way, other way, other way. Yeah, right there. So you got the roundness, you got the ripples, you got the guy coming in from the corner, going out the other side. I think that's it, Vera. What do you think, Teresa?
Very talk so I can see it.
Okay, so
Oh,
I have it like this,
Uh-huh.
or like that. I don't know.
I like the first one, I think. Or he wasn't quite in the center.
Maybe pull this down a tiny bit like that. So
Let's
he's
go
more.
over the other side. No, the other way. Sorry.
Let's see. Oh, that's the bottom. Hold on. Like that, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that looks good. Oh, I like it.
I like it
push.
the other way.
He's a little more centered, I think, this way.
Yeah, but you don't want him centered. Push over so the tail, yeah. See, now he's coming into the painting. Now, more over so the tail is closer to the edge.
I can't go this way more because there's the tape.
Okay, go right to the tape.
Okay. This is right to the tape.
Yeah, I think that, to me, works the best, but I don't know.
So this way is to the tape on the left and the bottom. So if I scooch it up just a little itty bit, I
Yeah,
think that's where it's.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, that's good. It does look like he's trying to jump off the page, come right up to the surface. Here I am.
That's good. That's what I was going for. Hi.
I like your guys' ripples. Disappointed in mine. Oh well.
What you guys did, because oh wow, whose is that? Let me see. Is that who's splattering right now? Is that Teresa?
Me.
Yeah, I like hers. I love hers. It's nice and big.
Teresa, push the bottom, and actually now that I see Teri's, push it up a little bit towards the top of the frame because you're cutting off on the bottom.
Me?
There you go. Oh,
Oh,
that looks great.
now mine
That
is
looks-
going to be like that, I think. There's mine. Very cool. I love yours. Teresa.
Awesome.
I think we've all done great jobs. Of course, we've been
I'd like
on here for an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, I
But
want to see Teresa again. Teresa, push yours up a little bit more, like towards the,
very nice.
looks so good. Teresa, talk
Really?
again, yours.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the water doesn't look as good as your guys's, but I didn't want to do too much on it. I don't know.
Well,
I
I,
don't know.
your focus is more of the fish, and both Vera and my focus are coming out of the water fish.
Yeah.
You know, but yours is definitely the fish.
This was fun.
It was fun. It was so much
Yeah.
fun. So I will make this get it into the video and send it to you guys if you want, or should I just post it somewhere?
Yeah. I would love to share it on my YouTube channel, and I'll start it off as sometimes things don't work out, but in the end they do.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Kidding,
Yeah,
it
I
was.
can share it on my YouTube channel too, and we can,
We should also put it on the Alcohol Inc. Art Community group.
yeah,
Just as a, hey, we're contributors and we got together and we did this.
yes. And it's amazing how 3 different people do the same thing and we have 3 different paintings.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's fun. Oh,
that is very cool. Well, I had a grand time, girls, and
I did too. Thanks for joining us today, Terry.
Yeah.
not a
Thanks,
problem.
Teri.
Loved it. Thank you. Bye.
All right. We'll
I'm
talk
gonna
to you
end.
later. Bye, guys.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Mwah, mwah.